hardest fight of his life tonight, as he is taking on a wrestler the caliber of which I don't think he's ever stepped in the ring against. And Puerto Rico's had a very long career. He's one of the few people who really precedes me when it comes to wrestling here in Oklahoma. He was around before I started coming around, and I don't think he has ever faced someone of the level of Jason the Gift Kincaid.
This is going to be a treat for anybody who has never watched Jason Kincaid before. This guy has been all over the world, including Ring of Honor. I've seen some video footage of what this man can do, and trust me, some of the stuff that he can do is absolutely phenomenal, and I cannot wait to see these two go at it.
You're right, you bring up his appearances at Ring of Honor. He was part of last year's Top Prospect tournament, and he got some additional Ring of Honor appearances out of that. But Jason Kincaid is very much a journeyman contender. He travels all across the nation. He's wrestled up in Canada. And I'll be honest with you,
look at this. Look. Jason Kincaid went right out to the outside, sat in a front row seat, and started booing Puerto Rico.
This is what I've noticed about Kincaid since I arrived here at the arena. Kincaid, I mean, we talk about guys who march to their own drummer. I think he's not only got his own particular band, but he's playing a type of music no one's ever heard before. He's
quite eccentric. He's an eccentric human being.
And look at his footwear. I mean, I've seen guys wrestle barefoot. We've obviously seen people wrestle in amateur-style shoes and traditional wrestling boots, but I don't know what to call those. It's like sandals?
That's exactly what they are. As a matter of fact, I can actually throw some insight into you right now. Got to speak with the Gift, and right now, hold on. I a show of respect, bowing to Planet Puerto Rico, I guess, but as you were mentioning, the sandals that he is wearing, they are indeed sandals. He does it because they say it's light on his feet. He's quite comfortable wearing them. And, well, I mean, he's quite agile with them, too.
He is indeed. Well, Kincaid now working from behind on Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico going behind his own. And Kincaid backs Puerto Rico into the corner.
Watching around here in the WFC arena tonight here in Bristow, and I am just mesmerized by, look at this.
Kincaid putting Puerto Rico's hands together. And
everybody is mesmerized by the Gift at this moment. There's not a single person who is not watching right now.
I think they're all much like me. I mean, I've watched Jason Kincaid when he competed regionally here, worked for Federation over in Arkansas by that Riviera. I got to see him on television quite a bit there. He was very different when he was there. He seems to have embraced some Eastern religious philosophy here, because that was not what he was like when he was part of the Bradford family, I can tell you that.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, look, you spoke of the agility. Pure athleticism there and agility of Jason Kincaid.
Jason Kincaid.
And the look on Paul Puerto Rico's face. You know, this is a guy who is definitely a veteran competitor. You know, that term tends to be overused, but I will tell you.
Oh, look at this once again. There goes Kincaid.
Well, Kincaid this time showing some approval.
For the fans that are not in attendance tonight, you're actually missing quite a treat.
You really are. I know you're watching this on DVD, but you're not experiencing this. This is a very unique circumstance that we're looking at here. Jason Kincaid again circles up with Paul Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico with a single leg.
Good single leg takedown by Puerto Rico.
Just to work on that ankle. Kincaid sits up. Pressure being applied to the ankle and the knee. Now Kincaid.
Almost looked like he's wrenching on the neck and here. It looked like for a second there, but only just for a mere second, because Puerto Rico now working over the foot.
Yeah, maybe actually working over. He's working over the toes, much like Mr. Nasty was working over the fingers of Skylar Phaeton in our previous match.
And that may be the disadvantage for wearing those sandals that Kincaid does out there. Better grip strength on the foot, but look at that!
The upper body strength there of Jason Kincaid.
Yeah, but did you see the way he crossed his legs? Look at this! Just crossed and went under the legs, just to sit down in a meditative-like state.
Puerto Rico.
I don't know if that was the smartest idea from Paul Puerto Rico.
You know, Paul Puerto Rico has shown in recent couple of months that he really seems to have seen the light. He's not resorting to the bag with him anymore, but I think he may have pushed Jason Kincaid too far here.
Could have. And now we can see it right now, but look at Kincaid. Bowing once again. I don't know if that's a shove or a slap on the chest for luck or what, but Puerto Rico doesn't quite know how to take this guy. Oh, but look at that, Puerto Rico
Over the top. But Kincaid right there with him. And over the top himself and down.
Almost a springboard forearm to the side of the head. Now Jason Kincaid
Picks Puerto
dropping
Rico
him over the guardrail.
Rope first across our retaining barrier.
Now don't let the in-ring athleticism fool you, because I have seen video footage of Kincaid from down in Texas. This guy can get dirty on the outside.
Over in Arkansas, like I told you before, when he was part of the Bradford family, he was one of the most vicious competitors that there was. And that's why I was rather surprised when I saw him coming out here. He seemed to adopt this almost pacifist mentality.
Well, and you know, going back to your theory on that, the East religion of philosophy, yes, they are with peace and one with their body, but sometimes they can pull it out. But look at Kincaid coming off the steps. Oh!
A 619 style move from the outside.
Beautiful maneuver by Jason Kincaid, using the steps as his advantage.
Kincaid now.
And much like everybody else here,
Kincaid has grabbed Puerto Rico's space helmet, has donned it, and
maybe he wants to make a trip to planet Puerto Rico.
I've heard a lot of people want to make some trips to planet Puerto Rico. And now what's he got? He's got a water bottle. I think he took a water bottle from one of the fans.
Yeah, he did. I bet that fan feels appreciative.
And Kincaid! Shot there in the face of Puerto Rico.
I don't know how much that fan appreciated that as a hey, that was my water.
Kincaid now back in the ring.
Now Kincaid, drop toe hold. Just got him right there, dangled on the middle rope.
Puerto Rico now slides over the top, presses that throat down across the middle rope.
You know, I'm trying to see where the fans are lying at this moment, just because it seems like some are interested in Kincaid, but they're going for Puerto Rico because they're quite familiar with Paul Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico with a nice top rope drop kick right to the midsection of Jason Kincaid. Puerto Rico with the first cover of the night, and
only a 2 count, says the referee. Again, as I was stating before on the outside, when we saw that 619-like maneuver from Kincaid, Kincaid has adopted a philosophy of peace and one with himself, but that doesn't mean he can't bring out a dark side when he chooses to.
Puerto Rico now manning up to the second rope, and perhaps looking to move up to the third. Kincaid up behind him though. Kincaid swiftly looking to balance himself on the second rope. What's in mind here? Whatever it is, it's going to be pretty dangerous as they fight for jockey for position on those ropes.
Puerto Rico firing back with those elbow shots, and it knocks Kincaid off that middle rope. And now, as you were stating earlier, Paul going to the top rope, could be measuring up Kincaid.
Puerto Rico off the top, swanton bomb.
All the way from Planet Puerto Rico, could have done it, but no. 2 count as Kincaid kicks out, getting that shoulder up off the canvas.
Puerto Rico looking around, and Puerto Rico signals that this is over.
No, I'm looking at how this match is laid out thus far, and from what I can tell, I don't think this is the type of match that Puerto Rico was expecting. Nor is it one that I think he's ever really had. It's been very slow, very methodical, but it's been methodical.
Puerto Rico's grabbed the helmet.
Oh, he did.
Puerto Rico going.
Look at Kincaid. It's almost like he was offering himself to Puerto Rico. Not moving, not doing anything.
Puerto Rico not sure what to do here.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think Paul Puerto Rico has ever been used to a guy like this. He's almost in like a mesmeric state. Look at that. He has not moved a single bit. Oh, look at that.
Kincaid with schoolboy one.
Look at that. Jason Kincaid now firing on all cylinders.
Jason Kincaid has come to life as he picks up springboard Falcon's arrow.
Oh, right into the cross
breaker.
breaker.
Puerto Rico to the ropes. Just like that, Jason Kincaid went from complete, total motionless submission to an explosion of 3 quick moves into a submission hold and caught Puerto Rico completely off guard. And that's Kincaid circling around, looking for the best position. Puerto Rico, though, breaks that.
Almost a nail-in-the-like coffin maneuver, but a kick out from Jason Kincaid once again. Like I was stating before, Paul Puerto Rico doesn't know quite how to take it. He thinks he's got the advantage right now, but as we have seen a couple times, just when Paul thinks he's got the advantage, Kincaid has caught him off guard. It's almost like this is more of a mind game. Can Puerto Rico survive the mind game?
Puerto Rico, beautiful moonsault, but nobody at home.
Kincaid now rolling over to the outside as we see him trying to rally some of this hometown crowd. Again, they're quite familiar with Paul Puerto Rico, but I don't know if they know how to take Jason Kincaid just yet.
And Kincaid, look, he's not perched on the turnbuckle, he's perched on the ring post.
I've never seen that before from somebody.
Oh, goes for the double stomp again, nobody there.
Oh, but look at that, he hurt his knee, gets met with a super kick.
Puerto Rico with a schoolboy, 2. Kincaid, small package. Could he have the championship? No.
Oh, and now it looks
Puerto
like
Rico
perfect flex. Fisherman's hook. Fisherman's suplex almost called the end for the gift here. And the man from Planet Puerto Rico now probably starting to wonder what exactly it's going to take to keep Kincaid down.
You know, Travis, this has not been like the type of hard-hitting match that, say, the street fight obviously was, or even Mr. Nasty and Skylar Fate, but you can see that both of these men have used up quite a bit of energy. They're starting to suck some wind.
And that's prominent right there, as we saw Puerto Rico tried picking Kincaid up off the ground, and he was basically lifting the weight as Kincaid just dropped right back down to the canvas. Puerto Rico wasn't able to find the strength to lift him, but now Kincaid seemingly pulling himself back up. Oh, but look at that! He caught him up!
Puerto Rico up. Death Valley driver over, hooks the leg, full body across, and still Puerto Rico able to come out the back door.
A different variation of a Death Valley driver that almost caught Paul Puerto Rico off guard and cost him the championship. Now Kincaid going back up to the rope. Now this time he is perching himself on that top turnbuckle.
Kincaid.
And this time the double foot stomp hits.
Right in the midsection. I think we've got a new champion. Grapevines the leg and no!
Wow.
And you can see Kincaid. Kincaid is astonished.
Yeah.
He can't believe Puerto Rico was able to get out of that.
And look at that. Paul Puerto Rico trying to gain breath, gain some sort of momentum back from that double foot stomp. And now once again, the man at Meta Peace seems to have gone to another dimension in his mind. Remember, I told you he can unleash whenever he feels like it. And right now, that's what we're seeing here. But right now, more mind games, just almost giving Puerto Rico the chance to get back to his feet.
Kincaid, like he's observing, like he's waiting for something, Paul to do something, and he just kneels in the corner.
Oh no, look at what he's doing. He's
goes in!
Well, I was thinking that may have been to his advantage because it looks like he was rising himself up, leveling himself out with Puerto Rico, but that could have been his downfall as Puerto Rico goes to the top.
Once again, looking for the moonsault. And he
nails it!
Down completely
Perfect!
on Kincaid, and he gets him!